It's E'mon Lauren like Polo, the coldest living chica, the rep, the go flow, that goals got brains, to match the quote, the mother of the Hoodwives, off this no fold. Tell me what your thought juice is, cause I bring the bottles and the truth is I'ma lay it out for all the fools here. I make it clear, 100 proof, pit, ayy. Princess E money, time to cash out. BlkHoneyBun for the shortest, hard clits out. Do a little dance, shake a little ass. I'm just tryna ask, what's your thought juice? Dun dun dun.
Beautiful. What a transition. We haven't had a transition like that smooth in a while, considering that we've been on break. That's awesome. How you feeling?
I'm good. You know, taking the day as it comes. Been trying to stay as present as I possibly can.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
How's this week been treating you? I know it's a lot been going on in the astrological stars.
Hey, the week been it's crazy because like last week I was hearing that and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all right.
Okay. Okay.
Nope. I spoke too soon.
No.
But I'm straight. I'm just dealing with things as they come.
I'm coming out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be back.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl/boy, E'mon Lauren, like Polo, BlkHoneyBun's bitch, and you already know what we're here for. The realest show with the hottest stories, the real Hoodwives Chicago, season 4, episode 8. Yes.
That's a good number.
It is. I believe so, right? I was supposed to have that number down. It could be 7, it could be 8. It's a number. We're here for season 4. But the reason why it doesn't matter is because you are an OG Hood partner.
Yeah.
Y'all, when I was doing the Hoodwives, originally it was in a bricked room, shot on my iPad, and that was what, 3 years ago?
Yeah. Progression, you know?
Progression.
You stay down.
Yes, everybody, please give a warm welcome to the one and only MFnMelo. Wait, hold on, let me get you.
Production value has up. Loving it.
Yes. How are you doing, love?
I'm good. All is well. Staying focused, staying determined, staying consistent, staying present.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so proud of you and all of your success.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm still, it's crazy. I'm still trying to like, usually when people say, hey, I'm proud of you, I do what I do. I'm trying to just say thank you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, you're doing a lot for yourself. You have always been consistent. I've been ruminating on how long I have known you. And it's been a very long time, at least over 10 years. Easily.
For sure.
That's so crazy. That's actually real.
Hey, you know.
It's real honored and special that we can be able to share community with each other, share space with each other and watch you grow.
Same.
Yeah.
Like I just said, the production value has leveled. the show has leveled in its overall capacity, and it's beautiful to watch you as well.
Thank you.
Flourish into
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you wore purple.
Hey, purple's my thing now. People have been telling me I look nice in it, so I buy into it.
You do look nice. You always look nice though, and you always smell good.
Thank you.
Look.
It's a new thing for me.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I ain't always think I used to smell good. I used to think I used to smell like the day and weed. But now I think I smell good now.
Okay. Well, why don't you give us an introduction of who you are?
I'm MFnMelo, motherfucking Mellow if you nasty.
Oh, well.
I'm a West Side boy band member of that mighty group Pivot Gang. You feel me? I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm a friend. I'm all of these things. And I present it through the music. And I enjoy it. And people tend to enjoy it sometimes as well. Yeah. So life is cool at most points.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely concur with that. I am a out west baby as well.
Hey.
L-Town's finest.
You feel me? 290.
290 shit. I kind of removed myself away from like out westness.
It's cool. It's cool.
But it's still at
heart. As long as you still rep it and love it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Now I'm over east where it's at.
You over east.
I know.
Whole other side. Sheesh.
It sounds so crazy. It sounds a little thotty.
I still respect it though. I respect
it. I mean, over east is a very beautiful neighborhood. I think that for what it provides, I understand the amenities also is what gets white people, but it's home.
I was super unfamiliar to the east side until probably like 2-3 years ago. But it is beautiful. It does have some. does have some great parts to it. It's not what you think when people usually talk about the East Side.
What's like your favorite thing about being from out west? Like I understand out west definitely is its own culture, as in every side of Chicago has its own culture. But what would you say really signifies out west culture?
Just being the community. You feel me? Like we don't really party in the house. People be outside in the streets.
Fifi.
You know what I'm saying? It's like walking down the block and just knowing your neighbors, knowing you know what I'm saying, the resident street dwellers. You know what I'm saying? Just it has a southern vibe to it, but still very city-like. And I think it feels homey. You feel me? So I think that's probably my favorite part of out west is that it's just a vibe. You feel me? It don't always, I don't know, it don't always get the rep of that. So it's hard for people to really understand that. But it's a very cool place.
Yeah.
It's part of the city, man.
I definitely concur that out west is definitely community heavy.
Yeah.
Like, damn near everybody almost has each other out west. From what I can really see and recollect, it's pretty much what I would dream for anybody to be or have from whatever block or whatever community they're on. But I think that with out west, it's a little bit more familiar to be out on a block with people.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Than just to be like out in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's something that you don't really rarely see. Like over east, at least over east, everybody in their fucking crib, or should be, or at the beach or something. But out west, you can always trust for a porch party to happen.
For sure. Easily. Yes. On them, the 3 or 4 of them on the same block. You know so it's tight. I think that's also just like you say out over east. It's like it's hella close to the beach, and when you south, you like kind of close to downtown. So it's more stuff for people to go and just kick it and chill. Out west, you kind of just in the midst of buildings and no grass for real.
Yeah, out west is changing though. So
out west is hella changing.
Out west is hella changing.
Out west is hella changing.
I just feel like people should consistently send shots in the air to keep the rent low.
Hey, just for playful, I think the only thing, like, we should send out like a mass email though, you know what I'm saying? So everybody aware that
kids inside
these is the get the fuck on white people shots, not the we don't love our community shots.
I love that, like a out west coalition, 290 coalition.
You know what I'm saying? Just let them know. Look, this is gonna happen during this time. Y'all stay chill. We just doing this so that this remains ours.
Well, speaking of sending shots in the air, before I forget, this is a segment called "What's Your Thought Juice?" Hold on. All right. What's happening, folks? I'm Black the bartender, and welcome to the Pink Polo where we juice your thoughts. What do you have? Huh? What? All right, first you want to get you a very nice glass, all right? Next you want to get you some tequila reposado. Tequila reposado, because as always, some of our decisions are aged better than others, all right? All right, next you want to pop the seal. Give it a nice steady pour. Serve it up straight, serve it up neat. Now you can serve it with a coaster, or you could leave it all alone, and there you have it. Motherfucking tequila, or in other words, MFnMelo thought juice. I'm especially good on that one. All right, folks, you enjoy.
I'm just trying to ask, what's your thought juice? Dun-dun-dun.
What is your thought juice?
Tequila. I kind of like it, like I like a lot of things in life in different ways, depending on the mood. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. But yeah, sometimes I like it straight. Sometimes I take a little, like right now I got a little lime in it because I'm trying to be responsible. Sometimes I take a little squirt. I'm childish. You know what I'm saying? I used to do the ginger ale, but it ain't really.
It ain't hitting on.
Yeah, it don't really hit how I used to think it was hitting. You know what I'm saying? In my older years.
I plan on getting fucked up with you off of this because I have so many questions I want to talk to you. You're probably one of the guests that I'm probably most comfortable with because we do have a strong familiarity with each other. But I had a very inspiring day, and I was just like being poetic with the segues. I was like, oh, phew. But then you also about squirting in the glass. So, do you like squirt? Not the bodily fluid.
The pop.
No, the bodily fluid.
Oh, the bodily fluid. I won't say I like it. I'm like if it happens, I'm not mad.
Okay.
You feel me? But it's not like something I'm seeking. unless it's something that they asking for.
Okay, so like when you are like arousing someone, or like when you're making a woman like get to the point, right? What type of climax would you prefer to see? Like, do you like creamers? Do you like, like what's like your like what excites you? What type of climax excites you visually? We just jumping right in.
You feel me? I'm cool with it. I think what excites me is knowing that I did my job to the point where they need me to chill for a second.
Okay, you know, that's fair. That's fair. I will say, as a caveat, like sometimes when like you make me nut, because here's the thing about nuts, right? So every orgasm, like a nut is like an umbrella.
For sure.
Right? But like busting a nut isn't necessarily the same as orgasming.
For sure. I learned that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like busting a nut is like when you beat your dick, or like, you know, when you like DJ and it's like 2 minutes under your covers to Pornhub and a 10-second forward button. That's a quick bust a nut, right? Right. But I could squirt and I could still bust a nut, but I can squirt and not come.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like squirting is like orgasm, but it's like, the stuff that I have with myself, like that's like a nut I seek to have with like a partner consistently. And then after that, once you give me either one or two or both, then it's like, fuck me to dog pound. Take it down. Take it all the way down. And then leave me alone.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And that's generally what I'm speaking of. Like, not just the first one, just more so like, hey, we've been here. Get away from me for a second, my bad.
Good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Good for you. What pleases you?
Wow.
I know that's probably a loaded ass question.
It is, because I was going to instantly say just being understood, but I realized that ain't the kind of answer.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that really pleases me the most.
Yeah.
It's just being understood.
Facts.
And knowing that how I express may not be the same for everybody else.
Super facts.
And to just know that just because it isn't how you think it should be does not mean that it's not a true feeling that I behold. I think that's most important for me. I'm very chill and reserved. I don't often say a lot, so people may confuse that with other things. And I think I genuinely like when people just understand that I'm just chill and that don't take away from our relationship.
Right,
whether it be friends or romantic interests, like I like to be how I am.
Yeah,
it doesn't take away my love for you or my want to be there.
I actually think that that's really beautiful to know that and to understand that, because I really do resonate. I think like one of the reasons why niggas love me the most and like are so attracted to me is because like I really give them a space to be themselves, right? And not and hold them accountable, right? That's not just to say like, oh, I'm just got this space where it's like niggas can like run loosey goosey, but it's like, you know, some niggas may have opinions, or some niggas may have wants. Some niggas may be trying to come to terms with like certain identity things, and you know, they're looking for a black woman to understand them, to make them feel safe, right? And like I think I do feel like black men. I'm not trying to be general or projecting, but it's still fearful out here for niggas, for black men. That's like what the root of like Hoodwives is. It's like, I care ultimately about uprising for us together. And I think that means that we have to hold space for each other.
For sure.
And see how do we protect each other outside of our intimacy. But the only way for me to do that is to really know who I'm protecting.
Facts.
And to really know everything about you.
Facts.
Yeah, so I really do understand that. Like, being mentally stimulated by someone.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest stimulant for me is my mind. I like sex for sure, but like 1,000% though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm with it. I love it. I'm for it. But I don't need that as much as I need for you to be like, all right, I get you. I understand you. This is who you are. I still love you.
Can I share an experience that I had with you?
For sure.
So what I am kind of learning is like kind of the importance of not having sex with somebody and see how far y'all can go into being with each other and to learn each other without like actual like genitalia to genitalia penetration. Right? Like seeing the idea of like getting nuts off to like getting head a lot, or like the lost art of fingering. Nobody fingers anymore. It's guys, put your fingers. This is how you have to do it. You have to gynecologically clamp that hoe and spread it open. So it's like a cervix. So it's like all you see is just like vamp cervix. And yeah, stick the fist in the pussy Don't fist me. Don't fist me. Do not fist me.
Make sure you ask first. Just
Please
sure
ask first, of course.
Want.
Please ask. I mean, but you could.
Fist or the fingers. You gotta like circle A or B one time.
Do you like me? Yes, no.
You know what I'm saying? Finger or fist. Yes.
Maybe so.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think that what I was talking to someone about is that I'm kind of recognizing, like, what I was talking to the Mind about. Shout out to the Mind's episode.
Shout out to the Mind.
Yes. Is that performative nature. What'd you say?
Such a fitting name.
Yeah, it is. It was a very mentally stimulating conversation. I was like, you got a T. Yeah. You got a lit. Yeah. A nigga funny as hell.
You got it. Yeah, on all aspects.
Yeah, and you're a Libra, right?
I am indeed a Libra.
Good for you. I love Libras. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
No, I love Libras.
People hate Libras.
Libras are also freaks, too.
People hate Libras. Why? And that's a shame.
Why?
I don't know. They don't feel we're truthful. They don't feel we... I'm just saying the things I've heard on the internet and in my face. But yeah, they just, I don't know, they feel away about Libras for sure.
I love Libras.
I do too.
And we were talking about like how just having intimacy between each other is like kind of like one of the most important things without actually having sex with each other. Or we were talking about performing. So it's like when you meet someone for the first time or like when you constantly live in the idea of leaving an impression on someone sexually, you kind of missing a lot of opportunity to really learn what somebody likes. Right. Because you're throwing out your best cards.
Right. And they might not even like that, you feel me? No, you real.
Imagine me tooting my ass up and you just like,
what is she doing?
What is she doing?
Did she just lay on her back for once?
Right. And I'm just like, I'm over here not trying to be a pillow princess and that's the whole time what you want. Right. And I'm just like, all right, cool. Yeah. So I'm highly encouraging myself to like step away a little bit from just the idea of like, oh, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me. Like, this is what's supposed to happen, right? Like, this is what's supposed to be getting it on. Right. And really getting mentally stimulated with somebody.
Facts. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes the connection less messy. You know what I'm saying? Because if we removing that, I'm still trying to connect with you. I'm still down to communicate and do things, but like, there's no motive here. I'm not trying to do this because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get to having sex with you. I'm doing this because I enjoy this interaction. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy the quirks, the good things. You know what I'm saying? Even the things that make, like, this is different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I fuck with that. Okay. I fuck with that.
What's a quirk that gets you? Like, what's the quirk in the sense of, like, when you see a girl acting in her main character moment, like, what's something a girl could do that you'd be like, oh, that's quirky, and I like that? Or a person, or?
That's a good question. I don't have that answer right now.
Okay.
Because I wanna actually, you know what I'm saying?
Think about it and marinate on it.
Real thought.
Yeah.
So if it come up while we still here, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, I think for me, I really like.
Yeah, say that.
It's gonna be lame, like, to be honest. I was just gonna say like those who are like really into the things that they were into as a child. Okay. Like you, can I show you my collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Absolutely. Okay. I need to see that. Okay. I need to see that. Let me select that Yu-Gi-Oh dick. But, you know, any quirk or anything like that is what ultimately gets me.
I think, okay, now that you're saying that, it's like people that like telling stories. So it's like anything that happens, they can like tell you a story about a time in their life where this is kind of happened. It's like, you told me 40 million things about yourself, and it's like by accident almost. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yes. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about Everybody Eats?
Of course.
Okay. I want to talk about Everybody Eats. I also, like, this is a good opportunity because we have a show called The Cook Up. So I think that'll be a really incredible collaboration.
Let's do it.
Yes. How did Everybody Eats come about? What is Everybody Eats?
Everybody Eats was just based off the mindset that I was in, that I was just, and it could be wrong now that I'm looking back on it. But like, I was trying to feed everybody and not just like physically, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be there for as many of my friends as I could. I wanted to be there in the biggest capacity as I could. but I really wasn't in a space to do so. So it was just me trying to figure out how I can do that. And I think it was wrong for me to try to do that.
To try to feed everybody?
Yeah.
Why do you think it was wrong to try to feed?
Because I wasn't properly taking care of myself.
Facts. I get that.
So it was like I was just pouring
from an empty cup.
It wasn't doing nothing for real. Like, the things I thought I were doing wasn't even being recognized as something I was doing. And I'm not saying that's because my cup was empty, but probably just because I shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, that's super real. You cannot pour from an empty cup. How do you try to like revitalize yourself, or like what was the conversation that you had to have with yourself that says that like I'm not in a position to do this? Because I do feel you and I do receive you. Like when you like have to take care of like parental figures or like family when like you're still young, it's some things that's just chalked up to like, for me personally, I chalk of it a lot up to just like the responsibility of life.
Yeah.
Like
same.
Boom. These are the cards you was given.
This is what I gotta do.
This is what I gotta do.
That's my homie. He held me down over here when he gave me 50 cents. So yeah, I gotta go help him move.
Right.
These 6 times in a row.
Right. And it makes you remove your idea of boundaries. At least made me remove my idea of boundaries, and that didn't feel good for me.
It didn't.
It didn't.
I'm just now really getting to a point where I'm setting them again. So it's assuring that I'm doing what I need to do, because I just feel a little lighter now.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is not. I'm still holding my own. I'm still showing up for people as much as I possibly can. But just when I know I can't, I'm not gonna lead you on to say I can and then get mad when you don't appreciate that I did.
I mean, but that's accountability. That's self-accountability. Like knowing what you can do.
We're having to do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it though. I'm cool with it. It's made me a great father.
Yeah.
It hasn't made me the best human yet, but it's slowly getting me there. But it shows up the most with my daughter. So.
Okay, you have a daughter.
Yeah, I have a daughter. I don't really share that often because the internet is weird.
Yes.
So if I talk to anybody long enough, she'll come up.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that space with me.
No problem.
I did want to actually ask you some questions about fatherhood.
Yeah, come on.
And dating. How has that been? I could totally imagine if you are like, no, I'm not into dating right now, or if you are seeing somebody, or the reasons why I'm not is because I am focusing on my kid, right?
Yeah, that's really what it is. I'm not dating right now, and it's solely just because not only am I focusing on my kid, I'm focusing on my career, and I'm also focusing on the relationship with her mother. So I just feel like those 3 things take priority right now. So like anything else would just be either a distraction or they would just get a lesser version of me. So I'm not for that. Plus, I actually just don't really feel the want and need for that, seeing as I came out of a relationship and then into fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm just trying to give myself a minute to like be okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I mean, that's very admirable. That's extremely admirable.
It's very hard too.
Yeah.
I will say that.
What?
At the end of the day, I'm a man, so I want to talk to women. I want to be involved with women on occasion, but I know that doesn't extend too much beyond not just the physical, but I just know it's limited, and I wouldn't want to do that to nobody. I also wouldn't want to do that to myself.
I mean, I would also think that would also require the person to know, at least from my experience. I've never dated a man with children. Yeah. I think it's kind of always been something I strayed away from because of the whole like. First of all, I ain't trying to be fighting no shorty. And
literally that's how I see it. So that's why anytime, even when it can be simply platonic. If there's a new woman that comes and try to talk to me, I instantly try to let them know, like, look, I have a daughter. Me and her mother are still talking in the sense of being friends and cordial and trying to work out this parenthood. Yeah, we're not involved romantically, but she is still very much
in your life
and important,
and will be in your life forever. So
that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then like you can take it or leave it. Right?
Literally, and I said it like that is because I'm not searching for nothing. So like, hey, if you want to be cool with me and do, you know what I'm saying, talk and communicate and do whatever you want to do, I'm for that. But I have to let you know this is what's going on and this isn't going to change. And she and my daughter are a priority.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, that's super. Okay, I'm not for a devil's advocate or none of that shit, right?
Come with it.
As a brat, as a brat, right? If like you told me that and I like really, really wanted you and we shared something, that would honestly make me sad because I would know that like I would always be second or third to your priority, naturally, right? And like being honest with myself, like, yeah, no, this is fair, this is right. I would also equally, in ubiquity state, like be equally offended if you had a daughter, like your daughter's mom to also be responsible for, but like you out here like giving me all your money and attention and like just like leaving them in the wayside. That wouldn't make me feel right either, right? So it's like, okay, how do you deal with like when you like somebody and they have more responsibilities to put before you? How do you navigate that like for somebody?
It's how much do you like them? And do you really like them, or do you just like the idea of being with them in whatever capacity, or in the most capacity? So it's like, I don't think that I'll never find a relationship or anything like that. I just know that right now that isn't a focus, so I'm not even gonna put that pressure on nobody to make that decision. You feel me? I just actually say, hey, I'm not looking for anything outside of friendship.
Have you ever, like before you had got to this place now, I don't know how long you've been in that place, has the thought ever come to you about dating while being like a single father?
1,000%.
Okay, what can we talk about that? Like,
For sure.
What was that like?
It was just me making like, hey, you're already struggling trying to be a co-parent. Why would you add that to the mix? You already didn't do the best job as a partner before. Why would you, knowing that you're dealing with something else now and healing from whatever you went through, still ensue something else? So it was really just me being an adult and putting like my ego and my male bravado and thinking that I can get it done, or just setting aside the idea that, well, as long as I communicate it, I'll be fine. It's like, nah, that's not the truth.
Yikes.
Because feelings are a thing, and that changes scenarios, and I'd be a fool to dismiss that.
When you had a baby, did you think that you was gonna be with the mother of your child forever?
I didn't, and it wasn't, and it's just because we had broke up before we had got that news. When I was dating my baby mother, I did feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That was the vibe, 1,000%. But we were just dealing with some things we just taking things from our past and bringing them to the present, and it kind of just slowed down our future. And so we found out after the fact of no longer being in a relationship. And it was just like, oh shit.
I asked that too, in thinking about like in dating in single parenthood, right? So you know that you're walking up to the table with a lot more potential responsibility.
For sure.
Right? Because like when I meet somebody, like, and if I like them and if I see myself with them, then I see myself with them.
Right.
And I can't remiss myself from that. That's just me being a human.
No, that's fair.
That's just me being like a passionate Scorpio.
Fair.
Like if you do the right things in like some weeks time span and it's like consistent and then it's like going to like months. Oh, I'm in. What are we talking about? Like I'm feeding you, right? So let's say I'm courting somebody who has a child. My mind instantly goes like, will I be a good stepmom? Will your baby mom like me?
Right.
Like, you know, all of these things. Like, is that appropriate for me to have those thoughts, especially when courting someone with a child?
Very appropriate.
Okay, cool.
Very appropriate. I just think the numbers probably show that not being the best, so it's hard to like get comfortable in those thoughts.
The numbers?
Like the stats. I was gonna make a fool of myself trying to say that word. Hey, but no, it's like there's a lot of situations where that doesn't work, where the baby mama or the baby father doesn't allow that to be a nice and smooth transition. So a lot of people like shun from it and think it's automatically not gonna work.
You want some more?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So it's kind of like okay. So it's kind of just hard to set your thoughts on that and be there, but you're not wrong at all for that.
Yeah.
I do think it's hella possible. I do have that mindset, but it's just all given the situation and the two people. If they are in a space where they can be adults and amicable about it, I think that it can work. I think that can be beautiful. But I do know that it's harder than just saying that.
Yeah, I want to bring this back to one of our topics about everybody eats and like how that kind of segued into like the accountability piece, right? If I'm being really honest, that was the reason why I got an abortion, because I was like, ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way.
No, and I feel you there. 1,000%.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
I'm the first people allergic. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
I do that.
Ain't no way. But I do want to think about like when I do create a family that I understand that it is bigger for myself, even if how I'm feeding community is bigger than myself, or being an educator, I consider that feeding in every which way, in every possible way. To that though, like at what limit or at what point do you allow yourself to try something a little bit more beyond yourself? For people that's closer to you, it could be remissing your boundaries a little bit, but when you feel like, oh, this is what's good for me, this is what's right for me, this is what will pay off in the actual end. What is those limits and what is those boundaries? How do you approach
Give me that question one more time, just so I'm sure that I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, like what is your in what ways do you allow yourself to like tip over a little bit more and say like, okay, this may not be something I'm equipped with. Okay. This may not be something that I can do right now. This is also involving a lot more people beyond myself, right? At what point do you allow yourself to say, but this is still good for me? Like, this is what's going to happen. This is what I have to do for myself now.
I think when I just know that, and I know that, like, hey, if I don't do this, I'm not going to be happy with myself. And the version of myself from not being happy with myself, I can't expect anybody else to be happy with that either. So I just think at that point, I'm making a decision, not just for myself, even though it may stem from a selfish thought of this is better for me. It's really what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's like if I'm better, I can be better for everybody. So it's like sometimes I do have to make hard decisions that are solely based off me in the moment. That overall is I'm trying to do this for everybody. So I think it's really just when I know that I'll regret this later.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that kind of brings me to the point of what I was like when I had mentioned about how I wanted to like feed myself and provide more. Like even if I was to bring a life into this child, that was an option that I had, right? But technically that would be me feeding everybody, me feeding something at least that I had brought into this existence. But I don't think that was the most smart and logical thing for myself. For sure. And that's something that I needed to do, even though I really, really, really desperately had the want. Right. And similarly to like dealing with other relationships, like with like my mom or like with anybody else, it's like I really, really have this want. I really, really have this want, and you have to make very, very tough calls and like and shut things out. Yeah. And that puts you in a position of starting over again. Yeah. And that doesn't.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. Yeah. It doesn't feel good all the time. Can we talk about you cooking? Okay. Because I know that is also something of everyone eats and you feeding and you providing, which is the root of everybody eats, you providing, right? Yeah, for sure. You like to cook, right?
Yeah. During that time of making everybody eats, I was trying to cook more. So with that, I had the idea of doing a show of Cooking with MF, and where I would essentially just get people to come and like teach me how to cook, but like I'm really just talking to them.
Oh, so you don't know how to cook?
No. I didn't. I wouldn't call myself a chef. You feel me?
You weren't chefing.
I was in the beginning stages of it.
Okay.
I still feel like I can cook. I just don't do it.
Do you have like a go-to recipe that like is for the hoes, like to swoon the bitches?
Nah, I ain't never. See, during that time, I was in a relationship.
Okay, so well
once I've been cooking, I wasn't swoon, but I was chicken breast, stuffed chicken parm. You feel me? With a little spinach, a little cheese in it. You feel me? A little rice on the side. I used to get busy. Oh. I was straight. You feel me? I probably got like 5 dishes. Okay. But I'm straight on them 5.
Okay. You feel me? That's fire though. That's fire though. I have never. I mean, I do cook for like men that I've court, like make them breakfast and things like that. But as far as like, hey, like you should come over, like I'm gonna make a real nice dinner. I've never done that.
Me neither.
Maybe I have. I mean, I cook for niggas a lot, so none of it seems special to me anymore. That's really sad. But my one dish that I really try to refrain far away from is chicken Alfredo. Okay. I hate to chicken Alfredo a nigga to death.
No, that's fair, because a nigga get chicken Alfredo to death for sure. But
I
like it, so I ain't mad at it. You feel me? Plus, I know the narrative of it, but I ain't never been chicken Alfredo to death.
Okay, it's a very good staple.
You feel me?
It's a very classic staple. What's like an aphrodisiac? What do you have a taste for when you're into like the erotic move?
Tequila.
Okay.
But no, that's really I don't know. I definitely enjoy the sip. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I'll be with it.
I think that champagne definitely gets me there.
Yeah, the champ.
Champs.
Is good.
Some good Moet gets me there.
Good Moet.
Some nice chocolates.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, now that I'm thinking about it and saying it out loud, like everything that we think is aphrodisiacs is like, you know, like fruit, cherries, things like that. Because they're very like sexual.
Yeah. I gotta get more into my sensual bag. I don't really be getting the cherries and fruit when it's time for that.
Okay.
Like I eat that regularly, but I ain't never really had that and was like, oh yeah, it's gonna go down tonight. Let me get the cherries for.
What's your sensual bag?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get in it. I feel like when I'm active, I'm in it. But like as far as like, you know what I'm saying, plotting it out, like you said, like making dinner for somebody and getting into that. Or like, you know what I'm saying, bringing the strawberries, you know what I'm saying, a little whipped cream. Actually, I did that when I was in high school, some shorty shit. I ain't never really gotten to that as an adult male, though.
Okay.
You feel me? I think I need to tap back in.
I would take you to be a very romantic person.
I wouldn't call me romantic.
Okay.
But I do have romantic tendencies. I'll just say
okay,
that.
like what's your romantic tendencies? Like,
you feel me?
I mean, I know chivalry. I know you're a very chivalrous person.
For sure.
And chivalry can definitely be romantic. Yeah. But that'd be the problem for me. Like, a nigga open the door for me and I want to have his kids. And it's like...
It's just because it's uncommon.
It's like, uterus, please chill the fuck out. Please chill out.
Bro, chill.
But it's just something about seeing, like, a man just be, like... So when women say, like, oh, he's hot, that doesn't mean, like, necessarily, like, physical hot.
Right.
So, like, seeing a man with, like, a baby carrier, he's hot. Like, seeing a big man with, like, little animals, that's hot.
Okay.
Right? Like, you know, like, any man doing something that's in, like, a juxtaposition where it's just like, oh, this isn't a normal sight, but you're, like, attractive and you're also doing something that's not in this normal sight.
I think something
that's
like
hot.
that for me is like when like, I'm trying to find the right wording for this. When, like, normally aggressive women are very kind and sweet to kids. It's like, man, look at you. I know you got a soft side. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you something?
Talk to me.
I feel like when niggas see me teach, it gives them a breeding kink. Like,
for sure.
Like, like.
I'm not, like, in general, like when men see women interact with kids, it gives them thoughts.
What is that?
Especially if they're already attracted to them.
What is that? Because I heard
niggas
say that.
Like, oh man, if she good with kids, all right, that ain't that bad of a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it makes you think, let me put a kid in
It's
it.
assuring.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if something happens, I know this child have a nice mother.
Facts.
And that's important.
Because you shouldn't be fucking somebody, at least raw dogging.
You feel me?
That you can't say yourself having kids.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's a fact.
It's just bogus for you to do that. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what me and the mother of my child may disagree with, I know factually she's great for kids.
Period.
I know factually that she's gonna love my daughter to death.
Beautiful.
So it's like, I'm rocking.
Beautiful.
This might be a little hard for us, but I know my baby's straight.
Yeah, I think that, like, how a man handles me dictates if I can have his, like, raw dick inside of me. Like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Like, if you can't handle me,
you feel me? It's like you probably not even treating your dick right
at all.
You feel me? Why should I let you put that in me?
First of all, wear condoms, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys,
wear
condoms.
Wear condoms.
Wear
please.
Condoms. Actually, we should get some condoms with our logo on it.
That'd be fire.
I would, and I'll just pass them out at music festivals.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my dream. I want to get a school bus, renovate it, pull up to the hood, pass out condoms and clean syringes, and pull up to, like, children's books and, like, read, like, children's book by all Black authors.
That's fire.
That's my dream.
I'm with it. That's a fire dream.
It's called the E'money machine.
Okay, yeah. Let that go.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the one.
But for me, like, the one thing that shows if you cannot fuck with me is if you do not take care of your hands. Like, if you have, like, dirty fingernails, don't even come try to talk to me.
That's right.
If you don't take care of...
I'm straight.
You are straight. You have very nice hands.
Thank you.
You have very, very nice hands.
Thank you.
I look for hands because I look for them to be inserted inside of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing that women looked at hands.
Women love
until
hands.
I got older.
Women love hands and men love feet.
I don't know if I love feet.
You don't like feet?
I'm not mad at feet. I'd touch a foot. I'm not mad at it. I'd kiss a foot. But I don't know if I love feet. Like, feet don't get me excited. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay, what gets you excited?
Being understood. It's like, damn, she get me. Ooh, I love her. Like, that really do get me excited. No cap.
What is it called? It's a sapiosexual?
Sapiosexual. I've heard of that. But what is that exactly?
I believe it's someone that gets turned on mentally stimulated.
Oh, all the time.
Sapiosexual, mental stimulation.
Well, that's me.
Sapiosexual, yes. Finding intelligence sexually attractive or arousing.
Yeah, that's me for sure.
So, like, what I gotta do is say the alphabet backwards?
No, I might think you're a little kinky like that way. But it's still impressive. It's still impressive. It's still impressive. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I still might think things. Oh, damn, all right, she's good. Good with remembering things. She can do it backwards.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you in the pussy, I may say a fun fact for you.
Like a Snapple fact?
Yes.
That's crazy. You just popping out the Snapple packs while the snapback is going.
Did you know one out of every two people doesn't experience an orgasm like this in their lifetime? But I mean, that's just me. I think what makes me mentally stimulating to somebody is folks have said that I am very articulate.
Okay.
They like my use of words.
You are very articulate.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Considering I'm off of tequila.
You know what I'm saying? We could.
And new Hoodwives merchandise.
We still rocking. Oh damn! Hold on, that is on the cup. Look at the brand. It's going crazy.
Make sure y'all get y'all glasses.
Get you one.
This message is brought to you by MFnMelo, because we nasty in the real Hawaii, Chicago, where everybody eats and drinks. What's your thought juice? Da da da.
You know what I'm saying?
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Can we talk a little bit about? I did want to talk about eating.
Okay.
While we're on the subject.
Okay.
Right? How do you like to eat pussy? Do you have a way? Every pussy is different.
Every pussy is indeed different, and factually.
Every pussy is different.
I enjoy eating pussy.
You do?
For sure.
Okay.
I never shunned eating pussy.
You.
Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper, so that lets you know that I was with it.
Hell yeah. From
the start, you know what I'm saying? All kind of flicks going on.
Yeah.
But I like to eat pussy how I kiss.
Okay.
Passionately.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
Okay. That's the goal. That's the goal. What I try to explain to folks is that I feel like porn kind of fucked up the game.
1,000%. Because that's not how you should eat pussy.
It's not.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. You will get.
They lying to you.
You will get treated.
She's paid to scream like that.
She is paid to scream like that. I tell people, I was like, you wanna approach everything from like a yonic perspective.
Yonic, okay.
Yonic, like vaginal.
Okay.
Right. So like a yonic is everything that's open. Flowers are yonic. Grapefruits are yonic, right?
Type.
Everything that has like a feminine touch to it.
Okay.
Typically takes on the possessiveness of like a yonic trait. Open, right? So when you're eating my pussy, and if I'm like closing my legs and like pushing away, don't take that as a sign that I'm coming.
I learned that too.
Do not take that as a sign. Take that I'm in pain. And
that means pain?
well, if I'm like, it depends, because every pussy is different, right? So I don't like too much pressure on my shit.
Okay.
I like my pussy to be ate very soft, very delicately, like licked, a lot of spit, like a lot of wet, like
vibes.
Show the pussy hole some love, guys. Like you gotta like lick that pussy hole. You gotta stick your fingers in it. And you have to like.
Definitely get in the mix.
Get in the mix. Like, it's a whole pussy. I understand that, like, it took a while to get men to understand clitoral.
So they just...
No, it's too much. And then it's like, it's hurting. It's hurting me. Where it's like, that's not yonic. Because when you think about, like, when a vagina is really excited, it expands. It gorges.
Facts.
It opens up, right? So look at our bodies the same way. If our bodies are closed off...
That means she's not enjoying something.
She's not enjoying it. Now, if you're trying to make me squirt for my clit... I'm running.
Why would you run?
Cause I want to be punished.
I feel that. Okay.
Cause I want to be punished and told what to do and put in my place and made be sit still and be quiet. I mean, shit.
That's fair.
If it could work.
Hey.
If it could work.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Do you like to dominate?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also like to, I don't know how to explain. Like, I like to dominate, but not to the point where it's aggressive.
Okay, not too much on impact.
You feel not too much on impact, more on tone and you know what I'm saying.
You do got a voice for it. Yes, you do got a voice for it.
So it ain't really like, oh, get over there. It's like, you know what I'm saying. It's, you know, anyway, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah,
no,
yeah.
come on, give me some ASMR. I'll get some
it.
ASMR.
It's more like, you know what I'm saying. Just,
it is.
You know what I'm saying.
I've had my first dom experience as of recently. I feel like we live many lives because I was just literally talking some weeks ago. Like, I feel like I could get my dom experience without having to pay for it. And it happened. And when I was realizing, I felt a little bit kind of like shell-shocked.
Why so?
Because you don't want to be that, like, you don't want to be that shorty where it's like, oh, I've never had anybody like this before. I never had somebody do this to me before. Because it begins to feel cliche.
Okay.
It begins to feel simulated. Whereas, like, you know this. You know this, right? And you hope that you have good sex with somebody, but you never know if somebody else is going to come along and top that shit.
For sure.
All out the water.
For sure.
So what was your last sex time because you're coming off the brink of performing, because you're coming off the brink of pulling all your cards out? Yes, this is a top 3 experience for us because I did that.
Right.
But was this really a top experience for me in my life? Precisely. So what I was learning is, like, it's a lot of talking. Like, it's really that talking. It's really that voice. It's really that talking. And it's really that direction and being told what to say, what to respond, and how to express whether you like something or whether you're into something. Mm-hmm. And that shit is, it's incredible.
Congratulations. You know,
thank you.
I'm glad you experienced that.
I am too.
So shout out to whoever, you know what I'm saying, succeeded.
I mean, yeah, they're great. They're awesome.
Shout out to them.
They're awesome. You know, I would like to be able to dominate them as well. I know that.
Do you think that they're into that?
They asked me to.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ride that thing. I'm gonna slap him around. I'm gonna squirt on his face. And I'm gonna come.
Yeah. He gonna get what he asked for.
Yeah, I definitely am. And I'm gonna sit my fat ass on his face. Here's my thing, right? The thing about riding faces. Mm-hmm. Is that, like, I want to know, when you say sit on my face, how sit are we talking? Like
sit. Don't hover. You know what I'm saying? Like lower gently, of course, you know what I'm saying? Don't look to get me out of here. But you know what I'm saying? Bring it down nice and slow, but once it touch surface, you can release and let, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm strong enough to move if I gotta move.
I know that's right.
So it's like, that's right. Hey, do your thing, man. I can breathe. So,
like, but, like, when riding faces is, like, I don't feel like I can come off of riding faces, though. Okay. I don't think that riding face is a orgasmic position.
Oh, for sure. It's a thrill ride.
It's a thrill ride. You just barred up.
Yeah, you know.
You just barred up. It is for sure a thrill ride. And I think that what it does stimulate me, I like to lift my ass cheeks and drop them on your face, back and forth, back and forth. Or, like, twerk on your face.
A little twerk is fire.
Yeah. I mean, I do like to get my face rode too. Okay. And I'll just be like, sure, just blind my eyes. You could literally jump on my shit.
That's crazy. And
I'd be grateful.
You're a trooper.
I am. I am the hoodwife. I know. I know what I'm really doing. But when I'm dominating or riding, it really only comes from a position of pleasure. Okay. Like, when I feel ultimately pleased, like, I don't know, it's some type of aggression that comes, some type of growl.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Like, oh damn, this is a great time. He deserves this.
Yeah. Especially, like, the way I suck dick is like, I gotta go there. I have to go there and say thank you and to show how appreciative I am. And
that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. Have you ever been dominated before?
I had someone attempt for sure.
Okay. When niggas say that they want a woman to dominate them or control them, what typically do they mean? Because how I envision my dream domination scenario, that's like non-white capital attached, is like I would really love to put on like a whole suit, like really like, tie you up and like train you to be a slut and just and use you and your dick, and if I don't get there, then it's more punishment for you.
Damn.
That's my dream.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure what niggas mean when they say it, because I ain't never really thought like, damn, dominate me. Mm-hmm. But I can say when it was happening, I was intrigued. I was like, all right, got a little aggression to you today. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's I don't think it's nothing I'll ever ask for, but I don't think it's nothing I'll ever really like push away either. Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't tell them, like if a motherfucker got on that with me, I wouldn't be like, no, stop.
No, get off.
Chill out. You
know I mean, I understand like how important consent is, and I also I think what doesn't get talked about enough is like validated men's consent. Facts. It's Facts. Like if I'm dominating you, I'm gonna have the same approach of consent as what I would want you to have with me. Like, right. It's a safe word required. It's a safe word wanted. Mm-hmm. Like, what are your limits? What are your go-tos? What are your nots? A
lot of women think men just okay with anything sexual because we're sexual beings. No. And it's like we are to an extent. Mm-hmm. But we still want to feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Cared for.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a human.
That's cool. You feel me? Like, it's like I couldn't even say that for real because I was feeling less to even say that. But niggas want to be cared for. And like, let me know you give a fuck. Like,
I definitely give a fuck.
I'm not just a piece of meat. Like, I'm cool if you use me 1,000%. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big, like, talker. Like, I'm talking to you, like, while I'm doing something. Like, do you like this? Do you like this? Like, how does this feel? Does that feel good? Eye contact. Okay. We got to be looking at each other. We got to make eye contact. But I've been told my eyes are very, like, been known to snatch a nigga's soul. And make them fall. I mean, because I'm not gleaming towards you right now. But I could. I would. I like throwing the eyes at people. It makes me be like, oh, you're fine. I like that.
Nah, that's fair.
But when I'm like engaging with a romantic partner of the male persuasive, it's very important for me to check in with them. Especially because like, times are changing and niggas are getting a lot more comfortable. Facts. In their body. Facts. And like, expressing like erotic zones and what makes them feel seen. Mm-hmm. And I understand that in full honesty and transparency, like just keep it a buck. Like some erotic zones, like I need a lot more attention and care to, especially around communication. Okay. Like if I'm eating your ass, like I need to know like, is this what you want? Right. I'm just not gonna go out of left field, and then next thing you know, you decking me in my neck. Yeah. Like I cannot let that fucking happen. Yeah. But I think that what does that, going back to what we was talking about earlier, making people feel comfortable, like to see me in my intellect and have like access to sexual education, to have access to like who I am and what I'm building on. It may make a man comfortable, be like, I've never tried this, but I wouldn't mind trying it with you. Right. And I'd be like, all right, cool. Let's try it. Let's go in. Do you have any erotic zones? I know that we had talked about one on our last episode.
It was the nip,
It was the nip,
yeah. I still catch you for that, man. Niggas don't be liking the nip,
really?
Man.
I've been meeting, I've been meeting some man who's into the nipple, and
it's a thing.
It is. I'm honestly for it.
It's a thing. It's I think it's a time thing.
Okay.
I think they have to be comfortable. Outside of just like being comfortable with themselves, they gotta be comfortable with the person. Mm-hmm. So I think a person can be like for it one moment and then not for it another. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think I just think it's pivotal, no pun intended, to you know what I'm saying, to just check.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had partners tell me before. Or also like seeing like when a man plays with his nipples when like he's getting his dick sucked. I'm like, oh, like what turns me on most about that?
I ain't never been into that.
What?
Like I don't play with my own nipples to get it going.
You just like them licked?
Yeah.
You like them pinched?
I'm with that. Pinched? Nah.
Just licked and like a little brush.
Licked. You know what I'm saying? Not even much more than that. Like just a little licking. Like not even too much licking.
Okay. Just a very simple graze.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like you know what I'm saying? On your way to wherever you're going, maybe pay my man's and nip some attention. Right. And I think that'll be a nice time.
Yeah, it definitely gets the attention when I'm riding. And also when I'm sucking dick. Because it's like I'm riding, I'm there. It's like I'm grabbing chest.
Right.
I'm grabbing chest. I'm there. Like I'm slapping a little bit.
For sure.
A little bit, a lot of it. Right. Apologizing right after, but a slap comes. And then like you may get like a chest grab or a beat or something, whatever happens, and then I'm going down. If I'm kissing your body, I'm kissing, licking, going down. If I'm sucking your dick and you tell me like a nipples pitch, I'm reaching up and pitching them. Just trying to be very like hand-eye coordination thing. The thing about nipples though is that you got 2 of them. Facts. Similarly to like when like niggas like titties, they always get a favorite titty. Right. That they lick. But my nipples.
Got a favorite titty?
Do you have a favorite titty?
I think it's probably the left one. Just because, you know.
You're left? So am I right?
Yeah. So the right one.
Okay. Yeah. Do I have a favorite titty? Well, maybe my left one. My left one is probably my favorite titty too. But the nipples don't really do much for me now. No. That's why I kind of want to have a baby so I can squirt milk on somebody. I want to lactate on a dick. Wow. I want to squeeze my titties together and just like squirt milk all over a titty. I watch lactating porn sometimes.
That's a thing.
It's a thing.
Well, okay. Learn something new every day, man.
What's the last porn that you watched that like got you there?
Fuck. I'm pretty sure it was 2 women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like some lesbian ebony?
Little ebony for sure.
What type of ebony? How ebony we talking?
What you mean?
I mean, it's levels to it.
I'd say I'm
you like 90s ebony, amateur ebony.
Like 95 to like maybe. I like late 90 ebony. Okay. And I like early 2020 ebony.
Early 2020. You talking about pandemic ebony?
Yeah.
Pandemic ebony. Yeah, pandemic ebony was busting.
Hey, they was getting freaky, man.
Thank God for the sex workers during the pandemic, because they honestly saved us all.
For sure.
They honestly like saved us all. For sure. Would you date a sex worker? You probably have. I mean,
would I date a sex worker? I don't know, if I could just be honest. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm kind of selfish.
Okay.
I'm kind of selfish.
Okay.
I'm not even kind of selfish. I'm hella selfish.
You like a jealous guy?
I want not necessarily jealous, but if it's mine, I want it to be mine.
I feel the same way. I was just saying that to my friend.
You know what I'm saying? I just want it to be mine. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk and interact with people. I'm not going to be jealous in those standards, but like, I'll be giving away my love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's, in this moment that we are in, that we are giving this love to each other. Mm-hmm. Unless we decide that, no, this is an open situation. Mm-hmm. And then in that case, then of course I don't mind being a sex worker.
Yes. Okay. So I was talking to somebody about sex work, and they had asked me, like we haven't just given a spiel. I was like, yeah, she, they, like, I don't really fuck with labels, but like, you know, like, I'm poly and pan, I don't really fuck with labels. Like, I don't really care. Right. As long as you take care of yourself, as long as you're being healthy, as long as you're being proactive and safe, and as long as you're being yourself, that's what really matters to me. That's what I'm ultimately attracted to. I like just people to be themselves. And then I was saying, like, I don't really know if I'm that mature to jump into a poly relationship with someone out the gate. Like, I would much rather have a significant or a signified relationship with somebody. Right. We got our shit on lock. We cool, built on trust. Go have fun. Go do what you want to do.
No, for sure. I don't think I could either. I can also do the poly out the gate situation.
No, I cannot.
Like, if we locked in for a minute and then decide to do something else, I think I'll be more comfortable that way. Opposed to we just getting in and I'm doing this and that while I'm. It's like, we ain't even really build on nothing solid. So it's kind of hard for me to be committed in an aspect.
And then you want to go build with somebody else.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of here. That's not gonna happen. But as far as like me dating a jealous guy or a selfish person, yeah, you should be selfish over me. I try to be snatched
That's
up.
How I feel. It's like, what?
Snatch me up.
Why would you want anybody else to have this? What's wrong with you?
What does it matter with you?
You that comfortable?
You should you should snatch me up and tell me.
You should definitely get me up out of here.
Yeah.
Because if I'm out here, I'm out here.
No, that's what I be telling them. I was like, I know this is gonna sound crazy as hell, but I ultimately do strive for a man to tell me what to do.
That's fair.
I ultimately do.
I ultimately strive to.
Yeah.
But in a respectful way.
No, we just keeping a buck. I understand.
In a respectful way. I'm not trying to be bossy.
Yes.
I want you to have your
You're
own
not
life.
trying to. You're not trying to dominate.
I'm not trying to control you whatsoever. But I do want, if I say something, that you should be able to trust that I have the right intentions for you.
Come on. I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yeah, I ultimately do strive for men to tell me what to do. And I'm like, I know this is going to sound like very like daddy problems heavy, right? But I'm like on some real shit. Like I'm young as hell. I've been taking care of myself for a long ass time. Right. And I've had to figure out and navigate this man's world for a long time by myself. Right. And if my nigga told me, hey, down the street is a burning house, we're going to go this way, I'm not finna go to him and be like, oh, but this street looks so, like, let me just go and test it. I'm a woman.
Well, how do you know? Like, no. Bro, I'm just, look.
I just came from over there.
We
should move this way. I'm going to eat that.
Trust me.
Yeah. And I think it's just really just about a guidance thing. Yeah. And, like, you know, someone who can handle me. And just give me firm input. Just give me firm input. Yeah. One of my favorite actors is Robert De Niro. And I just love like how he speaks sternness into people, and I strive for someone to speak sternness into me. Like I'm tired of always speaking sternness into people. Right. Like uplifting a black man, uplifting a kid. Like I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Tell me if I'm fucking up. Tell me where I'm going at. And like,
yeah, I love that.
I don't want that to always come via my therapist who's a black woman, right, or my sister who's a black woman, right, or my community who's a black woman. Like I want like a lot of my emotional labor to not just be on to like black women. Although I don't invalidate that community.
Facts.
I don't invalidate those resources and understanding that not everybody has that village. But when I'm thinking about who I am in my sexual heat, in my sexual pride. Mm-hmm. I need some direction. I want some direction.
For sure.
I strive for some direction.
And I feel the same way. As much as I want to, I want a motherfucker to be able to tell me, like, hey, no, I don't think that's like, I respect your opinion, but hey, I think you should probably try this way. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not opposed to receiving information. Mm-hmm. I don't think I know everything. I don't think that my way is the only way possible. Mm-hmm. I factually know that there's more than one way. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm open to hear that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I can only really accept it if I know that you accepted mine too. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like you don't think that you just know better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had said previously like you were trying to get into like your romance or your pleasure bag, right?
I said that I'm interested in getting that. I'm not currently actively trying to do that.
You're interested.
But I am interested.
What would you be interested in?
Just being able to love more physically. I think my love is like I show love in different ways.
Like acts of service.
You know what I'm saying? Acts of service. I hate talking, so if I want to listen to you, I don't hate talking. Let me rephrase that. Sometimes I'm just not in a space to properly receive communication. Mm-hmm. So I'm not always looking to like. You know what I'm saying? Interact in the conversation. But if I'm openly giving you that means I give a fuck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? If you can call me whenever and I'm gonna pick up the phone and like listen to you, mm-hmm, I give a fuck. Mm. You know what I'm saying? If you asking for like, hey, can I talk to you? Like shit like that. Like I just show it differently. I show it by allowing access to myself because I'm usually closed off. Mm. So I think if I'm giving you access to me, even if it may not be as much as you would like, that's a sign of my comfort here, mm-hmm, and that's a sign of my willing to share with you, and that's not something I do willingly often. Mm. So I think that sometimes it's not received properly because they just looking for something else. Mm,
yeah, I really do receive that, especially on the end of like how I am a very affectionate person, mm-hmm, and a very caring person. Yeah. And what's crazy is that a lot of people wouldn't even think that I spend most of my time alone, or like by myself, or I get very lonely. Okay. I get extremely lonely, extremely sad. And then I have my woe is me fits, like, the world is not for me. And, like, why is my story like this, that, and the third? And that makes me want to, like, seek pleasure from everybody else. But I don't really know if that's the most healthiest thing. I'm almost positive that that's not the most healthiest thing.
Yes.
And so I admire you for, I really admire your own accountability and your own, like, just.
Yeah, I'm hella aware of myself. I've always have been. I've learned more of myself, of course, within these last 3 years or so. But I just know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I'm not really able to do. I know what I'm willing to learn how to do. I know what I think is important. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I usually just weigh heavy on those things, and I find out through my interactions with people if we're on that same page and fit to go forward.
Can we talk a little bit about your music, right?
Yes, please.
And the focus of your career. Because you have been going crazy.
Thank you.
You've been going crazy since, as far as I know you, since I used to pull up to the studio and see y'all flex.
Yeah.
And always been kind, always been a gentleman to me, have always made sure I was safe, always made sure I'm good, which means a lot to me. Because I was out here really young, and you have always made sure that I was good and protected and just cared for.
For sure.
And that genuinely means a lot to me, and that we still share space. No
problem at all.
Yeah, and that we still share space. With that being said, you're going crazier than you have always been.
Thank you.
Do you want to share anything about your music and like the focus on your current trajectory? Because I feel like we're in a new renaissance, honestly.
Factually.
We are in a brand new renaissance. I'm very happy that like we killing the game right now, and like you're killing the game. We're killing the game together, right? Yeah. What's your plan? What's your goals? What's your
my plan? Speaking on that renaissance is just to make sure that I am as involved in this next wave of Chicago as I can possibly be. And that doesn't mean that I have to be in the forefront and in the eyes of everybody.
Whew.
But I've been seeing myself, like a lot of the younger guys and shit like that, a lot of the younger artists, I just been seeing me like trying to like be there for them in ways that I wish people were there for me. You know what I'm talking about? Do things and act in ways that I wish people would have done for me. And I still wish people would do for me.
And that's the lens.
Yeah, and it's really like, I'm going to just do it since I can't get it.
That's the lens. That's what I be telling people. I'm like, we in a new renaissance. And I say, oh, I don't know if I want to say this on camera because it's a gym. But guys, the more that you stay in the corner, the more you're able to see all the room. Yeah. If you're just at the front of the stage, you don't even see who's coming in through the door. Yeah. So keep yourself in the back corner of the room where you're able to control and purview the whole room.
For sure.
And see how to act.
For sure.
See what to maneuver. See how to articulate. Like, you're seeing the whole show, right? And that's what I'm really liking. Like, I like being the underdog.
For sure.
I like being the one that people didn't expect to win. Like, you knew it was there.
Right.
You always knew it was there.
No, I got it.
You always I am winning. Yeah. I'm winning. We're here on this we're here on the same couch many years later, still alive and still doing our thing, and I'm grateful for that.
Me too.
I'm very appreciative of that. I was asking about, the goal, because I really do receive that, and that is honestly, I feel like our next responsibility, because we were leading the Renaissance, leading the first Renaissance. You were really leading the first Renaissance, and now it's like you seeing all the other people that is coming up and that is pushing to the front and being made industry out of. Like, how has industry shifted since what the last Renaissance that we had?
It's just more knowledge for sure.
Okay.
We've seen a couple people do it to a standard. We've seen a couple people do it on a couple different levels and in a couple different ways. So it's like we just got more knowledge and there's more belief. I think that's the biggest part of this one, opposed to the last one. Everybody in the last one, like, they believed, but like it was just like a group that believed and everybody else kind of thought it could happen. But I feel like the larger span of the coalition of Chicago now believes that it can happen.
It can happen, and it can happen ethically without a white man leading it.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, it's beautiful to see how people moving now. People are being more business oriented early. You feel me? And it's cool. It's cool. It gives you an experience. It gives you familiarity. So it's like I like it. I like how there's more community now than there was during that time. At least I feel that way. So I just like the direction of it. I like that it's shifting, and it's shifting for the right reasons. And I like that it's still a lot of people, a nice amount of people from the first wave, whether they were a big part of it or a small part of it, that are now still involved in this one, because it just keeps the insight close.
Melo, can I ask you a question? And I'm sure that she'll keep it a buck with me.
I got you.
Right. As a femme, a black femme, a fine black femme, hello, that's coming up into this industry second time around.
Okay.
Right. Especially with music now.
Okay.
With a lot more things attached to me than just a poetry book
Right.
or, a show that was 2 seasons in. What should I really prepare myself for? Idealistically, with about like the idea of like being a pretty face and a pretty body that the industry would want to make attached to me. I don't know if I'm being presumptuous or if I'm just being very generic, but these are questions that I've had with with SolarFive, and I want to be ahead of it. Like I feel like I already know, and I'm playing it smart, but I just don't want to be on because I'm fine and my body is attached to it.
I mean, I hear that. I respect that. But don't shy away from that.
Okay.
I feel like and this is different for me because I'm a man. But I never looked at myself as a cute or a sexy person when I was making music. I was just making music because I liked doing that shit. But once I found out that, hey, women do like me.
Yes.
You feel me?
Right.
Hey, I'm attractive.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Hey, when I wear good clothing, men think I'm even cooler.
Yeah.
Why not feed into that?
Right. Right.
You feel me? If I'm aware, I'm not gonna do nothing that I'm not comfortable doing. So I'm not gonna get on here and be doing all. I'm not doing all that extra shit. But I will get on the internet and show my face because I know people want to see that.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's real.
I think you gotta use yourself.
Yeah.
People are gonna do it regardless. So it's like if you don't use yourself,
Somebody
and
else.
get something else out of it, somebody else gonna try to do it anyway.
That's a word. That's a message.
You feel me? So it's like, why not lean into the fact that, hey, I'm this beautiful, sexy woman, and people love to look at my body, but also look at this art. You feel me? I feel like if the balance is right, and if the art is really, or whatever the product is really the goal in the forefront, then it won't be a bad thing, because you're aware.
I am aware, right? And I think like what is in conversation is about colorism, to be brutally honest, right? Like it does, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when I see Ice Spice at the Met Gala when Doechii and Flo Milli been on for longer,
Right.
Chica. But I know that's not the image. That's not what it sells.
Right.
That's not what it's on. And I don't want to feel like I'm contributing to that, even though it may be something that I cannot help. Although I may not be a light-skinned person. I know I'm not a dark-skinned person. At least I'm not dark. I'm not dark. I'm fairer than most,
Right.
shall I say, right? And I'm dealing with this moment with myself where it's like I'm questioning how much I can help or how much I can really do for change of cause without people saying I'm a colorist, without people saying, which has happened.
People are gonna do that. People are gonna do that. You just gotta not give a fuck. And I hate to be so cut and dry about it. But people are gonna assume, people are gonna not like you. That it really don't matter. I know it doesn't make people feel the best, and that's really what the root of it is. But it's like, it's gonna happen. So I think it's big for people to just know the truth.
Yes.
Like when you know the truth, it don't really matter what nobody else saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it might help that I'm lighter or whatever, but I'm also actually talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So as much as you can put it on that all you want, but if I know my worth, my talent, and my purpose, then I'm not gonna let that deter me from being here.
A spade is a spade.
You know what I'm saying? A spade is a spade.
A spade
Like
is
a lot of people may look at me and think a lot of things that I receive are just because I'm in Pivot. You feel me?
You worked very hard for
what?
it. You worked very hard for it.
Factually, but a lot of people won't see that as that. You feel me?
I've known this man since I'm 16.
A lot of people won't see that as that. So it's like, I know the truth about what I do, the work I put in, and I know what doesn't come to me because I'm Pivot. So you can't tell me that everything that comes to me is because of Pivot. You feel me? It'll be capped.
I appreciate you for sharing that with me.
Ain't no problem.
And talking to me like it is. That's all we're saying.
That's
what
my thing,
That's how I be
man.
like, see? I'm just a man, tell you like it is.
No, don't get no fucked up. That don't matter.
I wholeheartedly, truly don't. I am very cognizant and aware of the positions and the privileges that I play in his life. However, yes, and I don't remiss myself because I got myself here.
Right.
I purely got myself here.
And I think one of the things you can do to just like combat that is like when you're in the space to like give
others opportunity. Who do you give those opportunities? Who do you advocate for?
That's very important.
There we go.
You feel me?
So we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
There we go. Cheers to that.
It's like I love when I see a big nigga rapping. It's like, oh no, that's fire, because they don't really try to push and promote us like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like,
really?
No, that's how I feel.
Okay.
I 1,000% feel that way.
Okay.
Like a lot of shit is like, oh, he'd probably be cooler if like, you know what I'm saying? Like even as far as merch, like people stop at like a 1X or a 2X. It's like, that's rude as hell.
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about? Like it's still more people out here. You feel me? So it's like, I make sure when I do my merch, I keep a 4 and I keep a 5.
Will you model my merch?
1,000%.
Okay.
A lot of things like that. A lot of people don't pick me to like, I'm a pretty fashionable big nigga.
So we'll hit you up for the photo shoot, no?
But a lot of people don't tap in because they feel like, oh, I can get this nigga over here. He might look cooler and close to me. But it's like, all right. Yeah.
No.
I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I mean,
anybody out there trying to get a big nigga to get this plus size modeling going, just let me know. I'm starting my agency. You know what I'm saying? No, not for real, but for fake. You feel me? Thinking with it.
I mean, like, you should thinking with it.
Thinking with it.
That's gonna be the name of my song. Thinking with
got
it.
it.
I'm gonna twerk it. I would love for us to make a song with each other.
I'm down.
Really?
I'm down.
I would really love that. I would really love that.
That's another thing that I don't like. I do charge for features. Let me not cap and say that I don't do that. Okay. But a lot of people that I fuck with and I know that been doing this, I don't be on that with them.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's like a lot of people be surprised when they be like, hey, let's do something, bro. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Send me something.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it ain't. I don't really get on that unless I got to.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
absolutely.
about? Like if I'm fucked up, I'm not finna be offering too much of my services to you.
Yes.
If I don't really know you and I know,
ain't finished. It's gonna be
I'm
very,
not,
very
I'm not on that. Like,
it's gonna be. Do you want some more tequila?
Hey man, I'm not gonna hold you. I've been wanting to pour me some more tequila for a minute.
Come on.
I just was trying to chill. As far as like literally chill, not like not drink it, because I'll drink it.
I'll drink it too. I'm honestly very excited. I want to pivot.
Okay.
Pivot. You know, something I've always have a memory of.
Some of that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Something I always have a memory of that people never seem to remember is when Wordplay was upstairs at YCA.
Yeah.
And when Pivot used to roll in deep as fuck.
Yeah, we used to shut it down, man. 16
to a stage. Like, it used to be so many of y'all. Like, that's why I ultimately feel honored about this Renaissance, to see everybody, to see all of y'all when I was so young. It's so beautiful. It's so incredible. That's why I honestly look at it just like, oh, I'm so blessed.
It's tight.
I know so many
I'm also blessed,
people.
though. You know what I'm saying? To be a part of that. I think one of my biggest regrets, and I don't even say this often, but one of my biggest regrets is not being more present during those times. You feel me? I was so focused on what we were trying to get to that I missed out on a lot of relationships, a lot of connections, a lot of just quality time and human interaction, and just like soaking it all in for real. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of it and I feel a lot of it in hindsight, but in those moments, I don't think I was really taking it in how I do today when I notice that I'm in one of those spaces. So like, I'm grateful that a lot of people from that time I can still like tap in with and grow. You feel me? From this moment on, but it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't as present when I first started doing this. I was just hella focused on getting the fuck on. Like I needed to get it done.
Well, look at where you're at.
Yeah.
Look at where that focus is.
No, I don't think it was a bad thing at all. I just think with a lot of shit comes sacrifices.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ones.
Cheers.
I be trying to like reconnect with a lot of old friends now because I know like it was a time where I was either unfocused or like when I even had the time to focus, I was dealing with life. And it was like I just lost connection with a lot of people that I genuinely gave a fuck about. So it was like it's refreshing to be in this space right now and being able to reconnect with people and talk with them and just like, oh damn, we were cool as fuck at a point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's tight to see that we're still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, love, if I can ever offer you an invite for some tea or coffee or a smoke, like the invite is always here.
What the shit?
I've always felt community with you.
For sure.
So I definitely understand. And also, like, you are still in community. Like, honestly, probably one of the most folks who are, like, on. I understand, like, how that may feel. But, like, you are on. Because I'm clairvoyant. I see all the shit. I know.
I feel you, though.
I know, but, like,
I understand what
you are knowledge ahead.
I understand.
You are where niggas who are trying to currently come up in this renaissance.
No, for
where
sure.
they strive to be.
That's one of the weirdest parts.
It's crazy, ain't it? It's
because
so crazy.
I be talking to a lot of people and I'm, oh man, we watched you guys do it, and I'm like, bro, I'm still in it. Stop talking to me like that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
like
what I'm
it's like, hold on, it's still going. It's still
I'm
going.
still right here, nigga.
It's
Chill
still
out.
going.
You feel me? I'm still on your ass. You feel me? So it's like, it's cool because I do recognize that I've been here for a while. I do recognize that I've done a lot of things that people are proud of and people like long to do in this music industry and shit like that. So I am grateful for that. But like I got so much more in me.
Yes, you do.
So it's like I don't want to stop those talks. I just want to let them know, hey, this is just a checkpoint.
There we go.
I'm not done yet.
There we go. Yeah. Can we talk about the importance of pivot?
Yeah,
and the importance of
that.
having a team?
Yeah. A lot of times it's crazy. Because I am within Pivot. People know us as this
West Side Boy Band.
This West Side Boy Band, you feel me? We are legit brothers. We legit care and love for each other. But I had to understand that I was more than just a member of a group. You feel me? For a long time, I got lost in that. And I think that's why it took me so long to put out my first project. It's because I was just so used to being in a group. I was so dependent of the group. And it's like, though that was a beautiful thing, I had to realize that even before I was with them, I was a star. You feel me? So it's like, I still got to be that. You know what I'm saying? And I think at first, that made me step away from them a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, them still my homies. I'm still going to call you every day. But I'm going to just go to this studio over here and do my thing opposed to just coming to the basement. And it's like, because I was really just trying to find my own thing. I didn't want to get lost in that.
In the sauce of a team.
You feel me? It's because
it's
very easy to do.
It turns to a cult real fast.
Right, and I can get very comfortable with just being a part of this.
Because y'all all existed under one mantra.
Yeah.
Y'all all existed under one movement, one mission, one pedagogy, so to speak, right?
It's like I can be cool with just pulling up to a Sabbath set at all of these great places, but it's like I always wanted more than just that. So like I had to like let myself know that, hey, in order to get that, you're gonna have to like go out here and build your own boat. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the ship that y'all rode in on, but now it's time to build your own boat. You know what I'm saying?
What is advice that you would have for someone building a team?
I would say building a team, you should start you have to be on the same page. It has to be a like-minded situation. If you guys are like, and I'm not saying you have to agree on everything, but I'm saying the end game is the same.
And the same.
The method, the priorities, the focus, all of those things are the same. You know what I'm saying? You can want different things, you can have different dreams and aspirations, but like the meat and potatoes of it has to be consistent between all of you guys, or it's easy to get distracted, deterred, or feel away. You know what I'm saying? I would say next after that, you should definitely get women involved.
Come on now.
I think that's important. That's something I'm learning more of as I grow. I'm not going to cap and act like that's something I've always felt. You know what I'm saying? But it is something that I'm just noticing with time. It just makes it so much easier because it's a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Men are going to think how they think, feel how they feel. But when you get a different sight on it, it just adds. You know what I'm saying?
Another flavor.
Another flavor. And there's nothing like
another
that.
Audience.
It's like people can think they can get that, but like, I'm going to get a different couple guys. And it's like, nah, at the end, they're still men. So, you know, you need a different whole new aspect in the mix.
There you go.
So it's like, get as many women involved as you can.
There you go, black man.
Because I think that's helpful. I think that's helpful on a lot of levels. And then thirdly, I would say what's important is just making sure that everybody can do whatever is needed. I think a lot of times everybody want to be like the point guard or you know what I'm saying, the head coach, and it's like you can't really do that. And then even if you are the point guard or the head coach,
you got to play that role through and through.
Also, can you step aside and let somebody else lead for a moment? You know what I'm saying? Can you really delegate? You know what I'm saying? Because even a head coach, like when you coaching like Phil Jackson, for instance, when he's coaching Michael Jordan, it's like he the coach and he the guardian of that shit, but it's like sometimes I still got to step aside and let Mike do his thing. You feel me? I still got to step aside and let Mike talk to them because it's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just knowing your role, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we did at Pivot. It's like, as much as Sab may be seen as the forefront, he ain't got no problem stepping back and letting you cook. And that's one of the biggest blessings that I had within my team, is just we all empowered each other to be that nigga. So it's like, hey, they may see me as that nigga, but we all that nigga.
Period.
You feel me? And don't ever forget that shit.
A collective of bad niggas.
You feel me?
Oh, that's right.
Facts. That is what we are.
Yes. If we can. I want to do a shot, but if we can, I would love to segue and ask you a beautiful question.
Let's do it.
Same
I
question.
love questions.
I know you did.
I love questions.
I hope this interview has made you feel held.
No, I'm with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm tapped in.
I want to ask you, what is a hood wife to you?
What is a hood wife for me?
And I should try to find your old clip.
Right? Because I don't even know what I said. I've probably seen some wild
Let's give
shit.
your clip change.
I think a hood wife for me is someone who has experienced similar things. They're aware of the plight, but they're also aware of that doesn't define us.
Yes.
I think a hood wife is someone who is stern and whole in herself, but also able enough to let a man be. You know what I'm saying? When I say let a man be, I'm not saying like let him walk over you or run crazy or anything like that. I'm saying just understand and respect that, hey, that's a man and he's clearly different from me. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't be mad that he's not responding how I want him to. He's not me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a lot of, that's a dynamic that men and women equally like share. It's like we'd be expecting women to like get it on a man level, and it's like, nigga, she not a man. She not gonna feel that. She not gonna always think with some logic or something like that. And not saying that that's bad or nothing, but it's like sometimes she just tapped in with her emotions at that moment, and you should listen and respect that. You feel me? And let that be. And then, you know what I'm saying, also just try to offer something else, but not like say, no, you know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit. I used to do that shit all the time. Like, no, you tripping, man. It's like, this what it is. It's like, no, you're not tripping. You feel that. That's fair. I am the reason you feel that. But hey, this is what I really mean, and this is what I really would like. So I think a hood wife is just a understanding real ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have me.
You feel me? Fluidity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that duality.
There
you know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? Balance, Libra shit. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you
It's
go.
like, you can be gangster, you can be tough, you can be stern, because I know that's what we in society have forced black women to be. But I'm also cognizant that we all know that ain't right. So let's just like
Call a spade a spade.
you feel me? And let's play our roles, you know what I'm saying? And still be respectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I can endure that if we know that, hey, this shit ain't easy for either one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's not looked at like that though, so it's like it'd be a little hard.
Well, I just felt held from that. I just felt held and seen from that. Especially because I was just like, oh yeah, I strapped for a minute, tell me what to do. You're going to be like, E'mon, that is not on brand for you. Cut that
But
shit
it's
out.
like, it is what it is.
But it's true.
It's
Like, it is true. Like, I do, like, if you my nigga, you better be telling me what to do. Because I'm a wild bitch.
It's like type shit like,
I'm a fancy little bitch who likes a fancier jewel. I can get it for myself, but I like it coming from you. And I need you to like.
She giving out the bars.
I need you to give that to me. Why don't you tell us where we can support you, how we can follow you, and everything of the sort?
Well, my name is MFnMelo on anywhere that's a platform.
Motherfucking
Melo is how I want you to say that. But if you type in it, you just say MFnMelo. And that's how you'll find me. I just want y'all to like just give me a chance. Don't come in with no assumptions. Don't come in with no expectations. Just dive in. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me as pivot. Don't look at me as this nigga. Look at me as, hey, this is a new person that I'm just meeting. Let me tap in. Because a lot of ways in which I was and a lot of people know me as are not the same anymore. Life has happened. I'm a new nigga. I don't be outside, so you don't know I'm a new nigga. But I am a new nigga. And you should address me as such.
Period. And if it's any testament to your character, this beautiful black man has been keeping me safe since I was 16 years old.
My mama.
In this Chicago industry.
My mama.
I was a young ass shorty out here.
And I will continue to do so.
Period. And this is a beautiful person, a beautiful, artistically talented curator of vibes, of energies, of all events and prosperities. And I send you up with so much love.
Thank you so much. I receive it.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for you and every other black woman that shows me that love because it's felt differently. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I don't even want to say. I really fuck with women, but when I say that, I just sound like a man.
I feel you.
So I don't even like saying that shit.
I feel you.
But I really fuck with women.
I know you do.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not looking to have sex with every woman I talk to.
You just like to share community.
I really do. I really like to boost. Like I know a lot of women were lacking things growing up, as men were. You feel me? The same way I tell my homie, hey, you look fly today. I tell a woman that too, but it comes off differently. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just it's a line that I straddle, and that sometimes I find myself like not doing because things have been taken out of context before.
And you just want to be safe.
I just want to be safe. I just want to be safe. So, but I love women. I love uplifting women. I love telling them when they fly. I love when they telling themselves they cute, and I'm like, yeah, you is, girl. You not lying. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Like that, you know what I'm saying? I like uplifting. I do the same shit to my friends. Like when my homie drops some shit, that's hot. I send heart ass to niggas, but that don't mean that I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's just like, hey, nigga, you fly right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know.
So
it's dangerous.
Since ladies love motherfucking Mellow, I understand that. Since ladies love motherfucking Mellow, I encourage all my Hoodwife ladies to go and listen to Mellow shit.
Yeah, just check me out. Just check me out.
Do.
You know what I'm saying?
Please do. Support Everybody East. Support your music.
Yes, please.
All you're doing.
Please.
Just a really incredible person. I can't wait for us to collaborate and I hope we can do a lot more with each other.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm open.
Yes.
I'm open.
Yes.
I'm open.
Yes. Well, this is a good conversation. I feel like we covered many lives.
We did. We traveled a bit.
We traveled.
You know what I'm saying?
We definitely traveled. Well, y'all, this has been an episode of the Real Hoodwives Chicago, a real show with hot sauce stories. We want to give a very special thank you to the Let Us Breathe Collective for the breathing room. And this is brought to you by BlkHoneyBun Productions and associated with Rise Above and Prosper. Thank you, Carlo. We love you. We send you with so much love. And this has been the Real Hoodwives Chicago, a real show with hot sauce stories. Ew.
Can you fuck me like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub-a-dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it, yo heat ain't warming.